I came out to the 2020 anniversary Bigfoot conference in Jefferson, Texas. 2020, 2021. It was the 20th anniversary, and had come in the day before on Thursday, got settled in at the hotel, and Friday we went out to the Big Pine Lodge, and we went out there for the swamp boat tour. And the water being a little low this year, we couldn't go as deep into the swamp as the Captain Ron wanted to take us in there. But it was great. I saw things. I got to see lily pads in bloom, lots of nature stuff. It was kind of like a Discovery Channel adventure, really. It was neat. I saw things I've never seen before, animals, critters, simple stuff. It was real enjoyable. And before we went out on the swamp tour, we had decided to go and have some lunch at the Big Pine Lodge before we went on the tour. And then it was about 11 o'clock when it opened. Got our food about 11:30. I'm sitting on one set of tables next to a big window. And my friend is across the table in front of me, but there's a wall here, so she can't see past my angle of view, so she can't see what I'm looking at or anything. I'm enjoying the day, watching the sky, looking up at some birds flying around, and it was pretty neat. And I looked over at the trees, watching the Spanish moss blowing in the wind. It was really neat. The waves lapping up against the cypress trees out there, and looking at the roots and stuff. And I was just looking at the scenery out that way, out the window. As a matter of fact, I turned a little like this to look this way out the window. And on the other side of the river, and this is where all that was at. On the other side of the river, I see something. I'm not sure what it is. The sun was kind of bright, then it would cloud up, and then it would go away. And I'd look for quite a long time, and then I'd turn around, I'd eat some more and talk some more. And I kept looking back over, because did I actually see something there? This went on for several minutes, and I saw what looked like it was kind of tall, and I could see a head and some wide shoulders. And it was completely beige, totally beige. And I could tell right about here that it looked like there were eyes. And I kept looking and looking a long time and kept checking back. But it's not like it was looking at me. It was like it was looking at whatever was going on over here, because there were dogs out and people were taking pictures and walking around a little bit. And it was just astounding that it stood there that long. And the arms were at its side, just like this. And I could see a clear delineation, differentiation between the body and the arms. So it's not like it was one big solid piece of something standing there. And after a few minutes, I looked over at my friend and I said, I think I saw something. And we discussed it for a bit, and I turned back around, and it left. It was gone. Because I could tell that there was a big whitewashed banyan tree here. It suffered a lot of weather and stuff, but it was going. It had some cluster of branches down here that would come about like here. And I did not see any legs on this thing because it was being covered up a little bit. And there was the whitewashed tree was here. A little further back, I could see a darker tree. It was just a few feet back, maybe a couple of yards or so back into the forest a little bit, so there wasn't so much sunshine on it. And I realized after it left that there was more depth behind it that I had not seen prior. And there was a tree behind it, and about so far up the trunk, there was like a damaged or diseased part of the trunk because it had like a big knot, a big bulb that kind of stuck out a little bit. Like when a tree gets damaged by a bug, and you'll get that big thing on it. And I'm still sitting here going, did I really see that? I think I did. Because it wasn't there before. It wasn't there when we were milling around out front. It wasn't there even when we went out to check out the grounds and look over, because I was looking at everything over there and oohing and awing at nature and all that kind of stuff. And it was just amazing. I don't know that I would go pack a tent and go out in the woods. It was on the federal land side of things anyways, but I just don't think I would want to go back out camping deep in the woods anytime anymore. That was, broad daylight, I'm going to be walking with the woods with a bunch of people, that's one thing. But not with a couple of people, and definitely not by myself. It was just too strange.